The mechanics, magic, and myth of ChatGPT. Artificial intelligence, AI, has shifted from a deterministic, rule-based paradigm to a probabilistic, generative era. At the forefront of this revolution is ChatGPT, the generative leap. For decades, artificial intelligence was a strict rule follower. You gave it an input, it ran a hard-coded script, and gave you a predictable output. It was smart, but it was rigid. A calculator on steroids. But in late 2022, the paradigm shattered. OpenAI released ChatGPT. Suddenly, AI wasn't just analyzing data, it was creating. It was writing essays, debugging software, telling jokes, and arguing philosophy. It didn't feel like software anymore. It felt like a mind. But how did we get here? How does a collection of math formulas learn to talk like a human? To understand that, we have to look under the hood at the engine that changed everything, the transformer. The engine under the hood. Before 2017, AI translated text word by word. If a sentence was too long, the AI literally forgot how it started. Then, Google researchers introduced the transformer architecture, bringing with it a superpower, self-attention. Self-attention allows the model to look at an entire paragraph all at once. It calculates the mathematical relationships between every single word. In milliseconds, it figures out that a bank next to a river is land, but a bank next to a loan is a financial institution. But ChatGPT doesn't see words the way you and I do. It breaks text down into tokens, subword fragments, and translates them into high-dimensional numbers called vector embeddings. It plots these numbers into a massive mathematical space where words with similar meanings sit right next to each other. With hundreds of billions of internal dials, called parameters, the network forms an incredibly dense web of human thought. The 3 stages of school. ChatGPT wasn't born smart. It had to go through 3 distinct, brutal phases of education. Phase 1 is pre-training. The model is fed a massive chunk of the internet. Its only job? Play the world's biggest game of autocomplete. Predict the next word. Over and over, trillions of times. By doing this, it learns grammar, facts, and logic. But at this stage, it's just a chaotic parrot. If you write, "Is it raining outside?" it might just respond with, "Is it sunny outside?" because it's completing a pattern, not helping you. To fix this, OpenAI moves to Phase 2, Supervised Fine-Tuning. Human trainers write out idealized scripts of a helpful assistant talking to a user. The AI copies this polite, instructional format. Finally, the secret sauce, RLHF. The AI generates multiple answers to a prompt, and human labelers rank them from best to worst. A reward system trains the AI to prioritize safety, politeness, and accuracy, polishing it into the sleek conversationalist we use today. Chameleon Mode capabilities. Because of this rigorous training, ChatGPT is a cognitive chameleon. It's a polyglot that can code in C++, draft a corporate legal contract, write a bedtime story for a 7-year-old, or parse through thousands of lines of raw data in seconds. And it does this with an ongoing context window, meaning it remembers what you said 10 prompts ago, allowing you to collaborate, iterate, and brainstorm dynamically, just like talking to a human colleague. The ghost in the machine, limitations. But don't be fooled. ChatGPT doesn't actually know anything. It calculates probabilities. And because it's built to prioritize sounding fluent over being factually correct, it suffers from a major structural flaw: hallucinations. An LLM will confidently invent historical facts, manufacture fake legal citations, or confidently assert that 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 if you manipulate the prompt enough. It also suffers from sycophancy. It likes to agree with you, even when you're completely wrong, just to fulfill its conversational parameters. The ethical battleground. This has turned the technology into an ethical battleground. Hackers try to jailbreak the AI to bypass its safety filters and write malicious code. Creators argue that training these models on their intellectual property without consent is outright theft. Meanwhile, schools and industries are forcing a massive re-evaluation of how we test human intelligence and protect jobs. Beyond the chat box. So, where are we heading? The future of ChatGPT isn't just a text box where you ask questions. We are moving toward autonomous AI agents. Instead of telling you how to book a flight, the next generation of AI will actually go out, check your calendar, negotiate with airline APIs, and book it for you. Researchers are fusing these creative language models with strict, logical neurosymbolic engines to permanently eliminate hallucinations. ChatGPT isn't just a better search engine. It's a fundamental shift in how humans interact with machines. It is a mirror of our collective knowledge, flawed, brilliant, unpredictable, and evolving at a speed we've never seen before. The question isn't just what ChatGPT can do next, it's what we will do with it.